But first, Hassan Piker put my family in danger. I need your help to stop this. Oh boy. So this is the response that Ethan had to give after Hassan basically said Eli, I think that's her name, uh, Ethan's wife, is a valid military target. Basically giving the okay to his audience to go and kill this person. Which is, it's as fucked up as it sounds. With that, let's get straight into it.
Sunday afternoon, I'm relaxing with my family, and I get a text from a friend with a link to a video in it. And it's a video of my good old friend Hassan Piker claiming that my wife Hila would be a valid military target. Let's
Yeah.
take a look.
DFLP, PFLP, or even former Fatah militants. Okay? It is perfectly legal, perfectly valid, and perfectly moral.
Legal,
Okay?
he says.
100%. This is not like this is not a gray area. This is black and white. Okay? It doesn't get more black and white than this. Israel's in the wrong. Israel is actually engaging in an apartheid, which is a crime in and of itself. Israel's doing a genocide in Gaza and an apartheid in the West Bank. Two crimes in and of itself. And every every type of armed resistance against both the settlers and also the Israeli occupying force in the West Bank. Doesn't matter if it's your favorite podcasters like Wife that participate in these raids. Doesn't matter if they're...
So,
So basically, he just said his wife is a valid military target. By the way, the thing Hassan's talking about, it's it's legal for the state to declare them a criminal force or whatever. The state can't it's not the person that just watches a video and is like, oh yeah, I can classify them as a valid military target. No, the state can probably maybe do that, but not without having to jump through a bunch of hoops. It's not just like, oh yeah, that's a military target. We have to do something. No, that's not how things work.
Hassan has been trying to claim that he meant only people during the raid would be legit to exact violence on it. But even if it's true that that's what he meant, why is he making it sound like she escaped justice? Wouldn't that justify a form of justice catching up to her? Right? It's something she has coming, right?
Bro, I don't know what's going on with Ethan. I swear he wasn't like this before. Like he gets like these weird ticks. I haven't seen it recently in any of the new videos, but he started having these weird coughs in between every sentence, like, and yeah, and then, and yeah, and that's how. And it's weird. It's like I don't. Is that normal? I feel like this man's breaking.
Right? Why even include a specific person who hasn't served in the military in 20 years? Why does he mix up past and present tense while he's discussing this? Is this a responsible use of his words and his platform? Don't you think that even if what you're saying is true and you meant only people on that raid would deserve violence, that invoking a specific person is really appropriate and true? And doesn't that have the risk for provoking the craziest people in your audience to think that maybe it would be a good idea to kill my wife? Right? Like, what are we talking about, dude? And also, Hila was a
It's
secretary, okay?
Hassan is a whole bag of fucking crazy. Like, he is just inciting violence and promoting a bunch of fucking propaganda to his audience. It's a dangerous fucking thing, and he calls himself an American. Like, it's just fucking he's a scum of scum. It's deplorable.
Him and all of his friends here, they're trying to invoke the image that Hila was somehow some commando that was constantly going into raids and kidnapping people in their sleep. She was not in a combat role. She was a secretary. She never fired a bullet outside of basic training. Okay. And Hila is what these people always dream about. She's an Israeli Jew that left Israel. She's an American citizen of 15 years now, a mother of three. This is the idea of the perfect Israeli, one that leaves. Despite all
It's
that,
weird.
Hassan is suggesting that it would be a moral victory for someone to murder her. This is actually the
He implies it 100%. It's just so fucking weird. I don't understand why Twitch allows that type of behavior and does nothing. And then if you call someone like Frogan fat, you get banned for 2 weeks. And no ad revenue, by the way, for a third week. Because why would we pay you for the streams you make? What the fuck is going on? And then you have some other guy talking about how Jews are demonic ethnic. It's like, dog, what? And then he only gets a fucking 2 week ban.
fourth or fifth time someone has directly called for violence against me or Hila on Twitch since October 7th. And so far, none of these people have been punished for making these threats. And I don't expect Hassan to meet any repercussions for this either.
Yeah, he probably
Right?
won't.
And Hassan himself has a troubling history of calling for political violence. Here is the infamous
Yeah, he posted this video and it's just, just or not video, but he posted this photo of the gun that killed some fucking Japanese dude or Chinese dude. I don't fucking remember exactly.
tweet he made to Tom Cotton, a sitting congressperson. And no matter what you think about Tom Cotton, what
I encourage people who get stuck behind pro Hamas mobs blocking traffic take matters into your own hands to get them out of the way. Hey, a dog, you should not be in the middle of traffic, especially if you have no or state order to do so or county order to do so. Right? That is not a protest at that point. You are impeding traffic. You are being a piece of shit, breaking the law. And to an extent, I do agree with this. Especially those people start trying to damage your car and, make you feel as if you're not very safe anymore. Yeah, fucking just pedal to the metal at that point, in my opinion.
what Hassan tweeted is fucking mad. This is the gun that a vigilante used to assassinate um, Shinzo Abe, former prime minister of Japan. This is
Japan, okay, yeah.
the schematics, the exact gun he used to assassinate this guy. So, I mean, he is directly suggesting that somebody make this gun and start killing politicians. There's no other way to interpret this. But nobody
Which is weird because you can buy a fucking gun so damn easily. Like, you don't. In America, that is. Like, you can easily fucking just buy a gun, especially if your record's clean. And if you have a buddy of yours, I'm not even going to talk about it because I'd rather people not do that type of shit. But, yeah, he's being retarded in so many fucking ways. Why does anyone think this is a good thing?
nothing seemed to really happen from that. This is his most recent one where he's saying someone should kill Rick Scott.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
That's another thing. It's like, you shouldn't ever want to need to kill anyone over something. Right? There's certain aspects where, like, yeah, kill someone, but at the same time, there's other aspects where it's like, I don't know, maybe take all their shit, put them in jail, and let them rot. Because Rick Scott's probably fucking rich as fuck, and I don't know the lore behind him. Apparently, he took advantage of the Medicare system to get rich. Take all his shit, all his assets, take it all, put him in jail. Don't kill him because then what that accomplishes absolutely nothing. All that does is spread more fucking hate and anarchy and discourse. Now, at some point, if things don't fucking work out, and if America can't, rein everything in, that's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have a million Luigis doing bullshit like that, and you're not gonna have a country anymore because you can't even keep your people in line because they feel like there's no point in being in a society.
Okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott.
But that's a whole other fucking discussion.
former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him a prominent part of the Republican Party.
There's about 50.
So this is once again Hassan referring to a sitting congressperson looking straight into the camera and saying, kill Rick Scott. Of course, he'll explain it as Rick Scott committed some Medicare fraud and yada, yada, yada. But again, he has a massive platform and a responsibility to choose his words carefully. He can't be doing this and then also claim that he's against political violence. It's just not what he's exhibiting. And once
Not at
again, there
all.
was a recent example of him sitting next to the great Taylor Lorenz, laughing about how an official was forced to resign after receiving death threats. He's applauding it. Go ahead.
Yep.
874 Bellevue Drive, and I'm gonna kill you with my AR-15. Like that's the type of messages they were leaving in this dude's office, and he's resigning.
And why is that a good thing?
Like he's literally, this is his last term. So I think that people are a lot more radical
Death
now.
threats.
This is a time, is an unprecedented time to really get others on board, to explain to them that it's not your neighbors, it's not like a Guatemalan migrant that is responsible for all the shit that you're going through on a daily basis, not a trans person. I think this is a unique opportunity to get even Deborah's and Barbara's on board with that, like White Wymons. And you actually wrote about this, and it was a great video where you talked about,
Bro, he rambles on way too
someone has
much.
to do it. See, when I say that, everyone knows exactly what I mean.
So he's basically saying, like, they have to do it, and people cheer, and he's like, yeah, they know what I'm talking about. To me, that sounds like you want people to incite violence against your political opponents, which is not okay, especially in America. Yet he's not behind bars. He's not in prison. He isn't deported. He isn't de-citizen. He hasn't been. His citizenship has been revoked yet. Which I don't think he should be a fucking citizen. He never lived in America when he was born here. He was born here and then left, and started living here when he was around 18. So why is he a fucking American, dude? Dog, I was born here and I stayed here my whole fucking life. I am a citizen. My mom's now a fucking citizen. It's not that fucking hard to integrate into society. This motherfucker never integrated. He knows English, came here and started promoting terrorist propaganda with his uncle.
That which is, I think that shows that there's a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and untapped potential, untapped revolutionary potential, as a matter of fact. And it's a great opportunity for organizing, I think, in these unprecedentedly horrible times.
So when he says someone has to do it, he's referring, of course, to the act of assassinating the president. Now, I hate Trump as much as any other lib, but I do not want anybody to kill the president. I don't think that would help. I think that would probably not help.
It won't help at all. If anything, it'll make things worse for everyone.
But that's the point. That's what he doesn't want it to help. He wants to collapse society, frankly, so he can
That's what it feels like.
usher in this revolutionary period. Do you guys know what stochastic terrorism is? You hear this term thrown around a lot, but let me define it for you. Stochastic terrorism refers to the public use of inciting rhetoric, often vague or coded, by an influential figure to provoke violence from a predisposed individual or group, with the perpetrator able to plausibly deny responsibility for the resulting violence. It is a form of political violence where the instigator's actions are not a direct call to violence, but rather a calculated use of language that is statistically likely to incite violence in a suspected individual.
Oh, that kind of sounds like what Hassan's been doing since I learned he existed.
When I read this, it kind of blew my mind, because this described to a exact T the kind of language, the pattern of language we're seeing Hassan deploying. This is it, In his own words, by the way, And very ironically, Hassan said this to me when I was on his podcast. I think he is a narcissist. I mean, when you watch that video, the narcissism rage at CoffeeZilla was insane because his video was just.
I mean, it's posturing now.
I
If you're going to court,
No, he was so wrong about everything.
yeah, but listen, if we've learned anything about the court of public opinion, it is deny, deny, deny. If you let on any kind of, I should apologize for this, then the mob, then the horde has something to latch their teeth into. If you go with the Donald Trump school of medicine,
It doesn't matter if the mob can fucking attack you or latch their teeth. Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a shit. Like, my first fucking video that ever went, if you say popular, it was like 200 fucking views, and like I had 13 dislikes on it. And by the way, no one watched more than a couple minutes because my audio was all fucked up. It was way too low, it was unbearable to watch. Fair enough. Thanks for the comments telling me that. But I got 13 fucking dislikes. I'm making another fucking anti-Hassan video right now. I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, sure, this is not gonna make it easier for me to get a fucking following, right? But I don't care anymore, right? I don't care about having a following and actually making money on YouTube. I'm just gonna do this, and if it works out, it fucking works out. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna tell you what I feel and how I feel.
no, you're simply wrong.
That's retarded. Like, if you allow these people to make... It's understandable if someone talks shit about you in a certain way, and it's like, okay, you were wrong. You are now noticing that you were wrong. Just say you were wrong. More fucking people are gonna praise you for that shit. Like, look at Mudahar. So many people, most of them, like, most of his actual audience were like, so, Mr. Engineer, what type of video are you gonna be making today? Oh, he surely engineered this video right. And then I even hopped on the fucking train wagon doing that type of bullshit. Like, I called him every time I talk about Mudahar now, I call him a fat Indian man who knows computers. Because it's funny. But it's a little different from actually making a mistake and being called out for it, kind of like Pirate Software, where he was called out for the Stop Killing Games movement. He said it's completely stupid. He's never gonna support it. In fact, he said that he will actively tell people not to support it. As I dog, how far gone are you that you're against consumers? Like, how much of a fucking industry plant are you that you don't want consumers to actually own what they buy? Like, bro, if I wanted to buy the Crew 1, or if I had the Crew 1, I should be able to play it. Oh, sure, you don't want to make servers for it and keep them running? Sure, close them. Let someone else make a server. Instead, what EA did was sue the fuck out of them. Or Ubisoft. I don't fucking remember which is which. They're both fucking retarded.
And what do you think you see in court? People go, oh, there might be something to that.
Yeah, you deny, you deflect, and then you counterattack the person who like launched this investigation on you, and you try to claim that like there's a hidden bias there. And most lizard brain dipshits who like love you unconditionally will go, oh, finally I have an out to defend this person, right?
Now, even when he told
So, he just called his own audience lizard brain people. That's what Hassan just said. So he's never gonna admit fault. He's never going to admit fault, yet he's explaining how he actually goes about it. He's gonna tell you some bullshit so you can feel as if you can actually defend this man. And calling you a lizard brain as well. Like, he doesn't like you. You're giving him money. That's all he cares about. As long as you keep giving him money and donating and being in his chat, he'll continue calling whatever the fuck. He's a piece of shit.
me that, I was thinking in my head, like, you've thought a lot about this. I haven't thought about it that deep. And if you go back though, every time Hassan is accused of something, this is exactly what he does.
Yeah.
This is his playbook. Never apologize, always double down, always accuse your accusers of being hallucinating, crazy, etc. This is exactly his playbook. Since Hassan and many of his friends have employed this violent
It's the same thing Pirate Software does. I need
rhetoric,
I need a fucking water. I'm over here licking salt. I need something to hydrate myself. And we are back with some coffee. Let's go and see what's left. Whoops.
against me and my
Let's do that.
etc. This is exactly his playbook. Since Hassan and many of his friends have employed this violent rhetoric against me and my family, me and Ela rarely leave our houses or make public appearances because of the constant and overwhelming sense of danger. The last 2 years, we've spent more time inside than ever before. And we stopped doing our biannual live shows, right, for over a year because of the fear of violence being enacted not just on us, but on our fans and our crew. This, by the way, is resulting in the crew directly losing money, as these live shows, we would donate the entire box office to the crew. And
it's sad. It's so sad. Like, I don't like Ethan's politics either. But I'm not trying to say, hey, you should go and do violence to Ethan, or not even implying it at all. Like, nah. If anything, you should try and convince him that he's wrong. That is the good thing to do, because he isn't fucking gone, bro. He isn't like a fucking full-on piece of shit pedophile, right? I'm never gonna tell some random ass piece of shit he should die. I'm not even saying that Hassan should die. If anything, he should be locked up in prison forever. At the very least, take away his citizenship and deport him. At the very fucking least.
we did this twice a year. It was a significant source of revenue for them that's now been shut off out of fear. We've been forced to hire a full-time guard at the office because everyone in the office was feeling unsafe. And me and Ela are both waiting for our concealed carry license so that we can finally feel safe in public again.
Where do you live again? Los Angeles? Since when? Have you been waiting the entire fucking year still? Move, you fucking moron! What the fuck are you doing? Go to Texas! Instantly, bam! You can buy a gun fucking 2 days, or buy a gun one day, come back 2 days later, and you can fucking pick it up. At least in Florida, that's how it is. Go to Florida! You don't need no damn stupid concealed carry license. If you want your gun license, it allows you to just buy the gun the same fucking day. And then, I don't even know what else it grants you access to. But it gives you a few other fun things, which I think should just be a thing that everyone has.
Which is not easy to get in California, and it's going to take like over a year probably.
Yeah!
And I usually choose not to talk about this stuff.
Yeah! You live in California. It's a fucking cesspool of bullshit. Bullshit. Even you as a leftist understands it's bullshit, so what the fuck are you doing?
Because the provocateurs who will revel in it, because this is their goal, right? They want me to be afraid. They want me to be in my house. They want me to avoid doing public events. They want me to cower. So this is very much giving them what they want.
Well, I did my part Move to Texas or Florida. I don't know why you are even trying to get a gun license in Cali. You will not be getting one for a good while. Boom.
However, in this moment, I do feel the entire context of how language like this affects me and my family and my crew and everybody around me. Twitch has served as the most prolific source of leftist radicalization, terrorist propaganda, and anti West sentiment. They
Yep.
foster, they elevate, they protect the most dangerous and inflammatory voices. And it's obvious to anyone paying attention that Twitch is being run by.
And guys, I'm here for now. You know, who knows what'll happen in the future. I'm sure once they even, if I even get any recognition on any platform, I'm sure people at Twitch are gonna be like, huh, what can I say about this guy to get him banned? Then I'll probably be banned. You know, like, honestly, I don't like Twitch. Like, their donation to actual money that you get is not as good as other platforms. So it's kind of like, why the fuck do you, if you're that big on any platform and you're still on Twitch, dog, why the fuck are you on Twitch? You should get everyone the fuck out of there.
Ideologues that agree with Hassan. And it's obvious to anyone who's paying attention, they use the terms of service as a form of political activism by
Yep.
harshly punishing people that they're opposed to and granting near total impunity to their allies like Hassan. The CEO has even stated on record that Hassan is his favorite streamer. In the past, there's been a coordinated pressure campaign against Twitch advertisers with some success, but the entire Twitch executive team remains protected despite the head of inclusive marketing. The head of inclusive marketing once tweeting out, what is the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jewish kid? And
Um.
I'll give you a hint as to the answer. It's only one returns from camp.
Oh god, that is so fucked up, dude. Holy shit. It's a joke, but like at the same time, it's like, why is the joke being made?
What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jewish kid? Only one returns from camp. The head of inclusive marketing at Twitch. Now,
Oof. Yeah, no, if you're the head of marketing at any company, I don't believe you should be making those types of jokes. I am sorry. But what the actual fuck? What are you doing on Twitter? What the fuck are you doing?
this person, as far as I'm aware, has faced zero administrative correction and continues to this day to hold her position as head of inclusive marketing at Twitch. The irony is so thick
Inclusive
you can
market.
cut it with a knife. Now, while some sponsors have no doubt left, there's still enough remaining that Amazon has not been forced to intervene. And I would encourage anyone using Twitch to contact advisors as soon as they're served to you. If you use Twitch, if you're watching, when you get an ad, write them and say, hey, I would like to know why you are spending directly your dollars to support violent extremism. Why are you supporting a platform that sanctions, protects, safeguards, encourage, promotes language like.
Here's the thing, right? I wouldn't. Yeah, I think you should do that, but I think Ethan should also make it easier for people to do that. Like, make a fucking file that literally describes all the bullshit on Twitter, with links to fucking clips of what things have been said on that platform, and also include what type of punishment these people got for those things. Most of them, they didn't get any punishment, and if they did, it wasn't a permanent ban.
What Hassan just deployed against Ela and show them that. Why is Hassan on the homepage every day? Every day when I go there. Why? I want to give a shout out to AT&T, by the way,
I
who
bet it's mostly
recently has
fake
been
news.
telling people that they sponsor on Twitch that Hassan's not allowed.
Why aren't you doing the streamer games? AT&T is part of the sponsors, and AT&T doesn't fuck with me.
Oh, I wonder why.
It is what it is. Why?
So they asked Ludwig, Hassan's friend, who, by the way, who very bravely was like, hey, listen, buddy, you can't be in my videos anymore. I'm going to be your friend. I'm going to openly support you and encourage you. My girlfriend's going to do a podcast with you, et cetera, et cetera. But AT&T, they're crazy. They don't want you in any of our videos. Shout out.
Which is so stupid. It's like, bro, why are you trying to be this dude's friend? You don't get anything from it. He doesn't care about you. He's using you. And then it's possible that this other dude, Ludwig, is actually using him as well. So it's a mutual, we're using each other type of thing. Which, bro, what type of fake ass friends, what type of fake ass shit is that? I don't think anyone actually likes the fake shit. It's bullshit.
To AT&T. Let's see more of this and less of Hassan in these videos. I am encouraging you guys to pressure advertisers, to pressure Amazon, to pressure Twitch as a last resort. This is a plea for sanity, that something be done before it's too late. On behalf of myself, my wife, my children, my crew, all whose safety has been compromised, to please help us stop this. This is madness. Thank you.
Bro, Ethan.
Sunday afternoon.
Bro, Ethan. You need to leave California. I don't know why you're there. You are surrounding yourself around the dumbest of fucking people. Like, I'm sure you live somewhere in the city. At the very least, move to the countryside. I guarantee you, you will be 10 times happier there. But at the same time, you should move to a different state. Bro, go to Texas. Go to Florida. Those two states alone are fucking amazing when it comes to actually being able to protect yourself and actually having your rights. Like, and the people there aren't that fucked up. Bro, the people in California literally wanted to just scream at you if you didn't have a mask on back in COVID. In Florida, that mask policy lasted about 3 weeks before everyone just kind of said, fuck it, whatever. I went to a couple months after COVID, after the whole COVID thing happened, and everyone had a policy saying, hey, you must wear a mask. I was taken to a hotel by my sister to go to some fucking park or whatever. Well, I went with them, and I came in with a mask, and I didn't want to, but my sister was there with me, and she kind of made me. I was like, okay, whatever. After the first interaction, I barely saw anyone with masks and shit inside. I was like, I'm taking this shit off. No one's fucking wearing a mask. This is fucking pointless anyway. This isn't protecting me. If anything, it's making me uncomfortable. I don't like breathing my own fucking moisture. Fuck this shit. But it took about 3 weeks for that to be the norm. For people to just call this shit bullshit. Which it was. I got COVID once. It felt like shit. I didn't like it. Guess what? 2, 3 days later, I was completely fine. That first day, though, that really fucking sucked. And I know exactly who gave it to me. It was this chick from work. She, she came in, like, all fucked up, and she did, one fucking thing. It was in a restaurant. She made one dish, and then sat on a egg crate, or whatever fucking crate it is, and just shut down. She's like, I'm not doing shit anymore. I'm just gonna stay here, and then hopefully you're gonna tell me, alright, you can just go home. Was she ever told that she can go home? Like 6 hours later, she did. Oh, that was an experience of a fucking job, dude. I don't regret it. It was whatever. But, dude, just get the fuck out of Cali. That place is not good. You're gonna be waiting for a gun license probably over a year. And by then, is it gonna be too late? I hope not. I hope nothing ever happens, but like, it's better safe than sorry. With that, Ethan, good luck. Don't sue me for reacting to your video, and peace out.